Cat Blanc. I'm giving you the infinite power of destruction. Together, you and I will seize Ladybug's Miraculous and awaken your mother.
There are countless risks when someone wields a Miraculous. Presently, the largest of them is the potential to become akumatized by the Butterfly Miraculous. When a wielder has their negative emotions exploited, they become dangerous villains capable of harming everyone in Paris. So far, Cat Blanc is the most treacherous of these villains to appear in Miraculous Ladybug. Cat Noir's power of destruction is strong enough to destroy meteors, topple buildings, and turn people to dust. When his powers become enhanced by Hawk Moth in Cat Blanc, his cataclysms grow so strong that he can scarcely contain them. When Cat Blanc sends a surge of power into the sky, it strikes the moon, destroys Ladybug and Hawk Moth, and ruins the world in one fell swoop. The fatal episode in Season 3 remains a favorite topic for debate among fans as they wonder if Cat Blanc will return to the series. In today's video, we're considering the possibility of Cat Noir's inevitable akumatization and the consequences that would arise.
Look on the bright side, my lady. Now that we're done with secrets, we can tie the knot.
This is a nightmare.
Number 1. Losing Ladybug's trust. When Cat Blanc aired, Ladybug found herself in a world destroyed by her mistakes. She enacts a strict rule that prevents miraculous wielders from sharing their identities. The rule can complicate their personal lives, but it keeps them and their loved ones safe from villain attacks. Unfortunately, by sneaking into Adrian's room to leave him a gift as Ladybug, he learns her secret identity, which causes a branching timeline where the two start a relationship together. The pair start dating as Marinette and Adrian. However, Adrian transforms into Cat Noir with no cover to save Marinette from an Akuma, revealing his identity to her, Gabriel, and Natalie. Gabriel exploits his son's powers by exposing his double life as Hawk Moth, devastating Adrian enough to turn him into Cat Blanc. Unfortunately, the Ladybug who comes to stop Cat Blanc doesn't know the circumstances of his akumatization. She believes Cat Noir learning her identity is an accident and that it leads to the end of the world. She witnesses firsthand what his cataclysm does to Paris, and finds herself from the dark timeline before she crumbles to dust. The entire experience traumatizes Ladybug and makes her more resolute in never allowing Cat Noir to learn her secret identity. A season later, and the memories of the alternate timeline continue to haunt her. In the episode Scent-a-Bubbler, she has a nightmare that Alia, the only one Marinette has told she's Ladybug, tells her secret to everyone. As Marinette's panic increases, the dream spirals until Hawk Moth and Cat Blanc appear, revealing some of her deepest fears. If Cat Blanc returns in Season 6, Ladybug's nightmares will come true, and he may lose complete faith in Cat Noir's security as a miraculous wielder.
Or because Ladybug and Marinette are the same person.
Number 2. New villains and exploitations. If Lila managed to akumatize Cat Noir, she would learn that enhancing a wielder's pre-existing powers with the Butterfly Miraculous makes them more effective than ever. Since Cat Blanc managed to defeat Hawk Moth and Ladybug in the alternate timeline, it's reasonable that he could stop Ladybug if he were akumatized again. His only disadvantage is the number of active heroes working in Paris after the episode recreation. There are 18 heroes on the French superhero team, and their range of abilities could make taking down Cat Blanc easier than before. For example, Viperian's Second Chance can prevent a cataclysm, and Vesperia's Venom can paralyze Cat Blanc long enough to take his akumatized object. Unfortunately, the time it takes to defeat Cat Blanc doesn't make a difference. Once Lila knew the potential of a hero becoming akumatized, she would do everything to get another one on her side. Cat Blanc may be incredibly dangerous, but he's not the only one capable of destroying the world, as akumatized Bunnix or Ladybug could seriously endanger the world around them. Lila also knows how to work with what she's given, meaning she could turn any miraculous wielder into a powerhouse capable of incredible harm. Lila also has the means to exploit some of the heroes already. In the episode Revelation, she uses her powers as the villain Hoaxer to steal documents from Gabriel. Some of those documents included everything he knew about the other Miraculouses and their wielders, including the secret identities of Viperian, Ryuko, Rena Rouge, Carapace, Pegasus, and King Monkey. Lila knows many of these heroes due to attending school with them at Collège François Dupont. It would be easy for her to set up a scenario or create a villain to push the heroes over the edge, making them the perfect targets for her akumas.
I look forward to seeing you again, Marinette Dupont-Chang.
Number 3. Cat Noir resigns. Although the series calls itself The Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir, the second part of their duo has already abandoned his responsibility when the going gets tough. Throughout the first few seasons, Cat Noir gradually finds a place on the metaphorical and literal sidelines as Ladybug learns more about the Miraculous, recruits new heroes, and becomes the guardian of the Chinese Miracle Box. The continuous changes to the heroes team and his role make Cat Noir question his merit more than once. In the episode Kuroniko, Cat Noir finally has enough of being left behind when Ladybug and the other heroes defeat a villain without his help. Frustrated at Ladybug's waning faith in him, Cat Noir gives up the Cat Miraculous, leaving his Kwami and powers behind for them to find a new wielder. He also allows Plagg to renounce him in the episode Transmission, barely putting up a fight to keep his Miraculous in light of his broken heart. Adrien puts high expectations on himself and doesn't stop when he's Cat Noir. Once he experiences an akumatization and becomes Cat Blanc, he'll question his capabilities as a hero. He's already weary of his cataclysm and the harm it can cause, so putting his friends and loved ones at risk may be the final push he needs to resign forever.
I won't waste your time anymore, I promise. Claws in. I'm sorry, Plague. Whoa, hang on!
Number 4. Cat Noir's redemption. Cat Noir may be the secondary protagonist of the series, but that doesn't exclude him from a potential redemption arc. Of everyone who would witness and experience Cat Noir's akumatization, he would be the one to take it the hardest. Although he doesn't know about his akumatization in the alternate timeline, he does receive a brief glimpse of his negative potential in representation. The episode features Gabriel as a villain who akumatizes himself into Night Tormentor to terrorize the people of Paris with their worst nightmares. Cat Noir manages to hold his own against Night Tormentor for most of the battle, but when he must experience his worst nightmare, he's rendered incapable of continuing the fight. Incidentally, Cat Noir's worst fear is a scenario like Cat Blanc, where he transforms into a white cat-themed villain and cataclysms Marinette, turning her into dust. If Cat Noir turned into this version of his villain self, it would be a wake-up call for him. To prevent an akumatization in the future, he would work on his emotional shortcomings, doing whatever he can to prevent Cat Blanc from returning and ensuring he's the best hero possible.
No, I couldn't have done that.
Number 5. Irreparable damages. The most noteworthy consequences of Cat Blanc's return has to be the irreparable damage he can cause. There's ample cause for concern when considering Cat Noir's potential akumatization, because we see him destroy the world in Cat Blanc. It's less likely now that a complete hero team is available to stop him, but if he ever had the chance to cataclysm the world, the results could be catastrophic and unfixable. Like how Plague wiped out the dinosaurs, Cat Blanc could cause another mass extinction where he wipes humanity off the face of the planet. With more heroes available to stop him in Season 6, it's less likely that Cat Blanc's return would be as catastrophic. However, he can still cause immense damage to others, especially if Ladybug isn't available to fix them. There are numerous times in the series where a misplaced cataclysm has harmed others, like when Uncanny Valley dies in Miraculous World, New York, or a monarch receives a fatal wound in destruction. Unlike his heroic counterpart, Cat Blanc would have the intention to harm others.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude, m'lady. Could you please hand me your Miraculous, please?
Cat Blanc has made his mark on the series. He haunts Ladybug's nightmares, makes Adrien afraid of his power, and threatens the world. Hawk Moth only manages to cause his akumatization in an alternate timeline. But that doesn't mean Paris is safe from the possibility of Cat Blanc's return. Lila, a master manipulator and malicious villain, now uses the Butterfly Miraculous. As she rises to power in Season 6, she has everything she needs to incite Cat Blanc's return, despite the consequences, good or bad.
How dare you! Not me, Adrien!
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
I'll never get akumatized.
You don't know what you're talking about.